Yesterday, Biden added calls with the leaders of Australia, Japan, and South Korea. At this rate, more foreign leaders have congratulated Joe Biden on his election victory than have sitting Republican senators.
Well, how really did we expect Donald Trump's shock opera to end? Are you surprised? Are any of you surprised that Donald Trump's shock opera would not have this sort of sad, pathetic finale? I'm not. I'm surprised that you're surprised. I'm surprised by the texts that I'm getting. Oh, are we going to be okay? Yes, we're going to be okay. You know why? Because what I've been saying for 4 years is playing out in the courts right now. The rule of law is stronger than any one man or any one woman. And when these scam press conferences turn into scam pleadings and they go before federal judges or state judges, the state judges ask Trump's lawyers under oath whether they have any evidence of foul play. And under oath and under the penalty of perjury, they all say, no, Your Honor. And the cases are dismissed. Now, listen, while you were sleeping last night, and you probably went to bed if you follow politics closely, concerned about some of the developments that have been going on. While you were sleeping last night, they were counting votes, one by one by one in Arizona. And finally, after counting one vote a day, they came to the conclusion, the Secretary of State out there, as well as Dave Wasserman, that Arizona is all over. Yes, I know. Fox News and the Associated Press called Arizona for Joe Biden in the summer of '76. But now everybody else is doing it. Arizona is over. And they're doing hand recounts in Georgia. But as Karl Rove wrote in the Wall Street Journal, that race is over. Pennsylvania is over. Nobody wins recounts when losing by this much. So I just want to say again what we've been saying for years. When you think that Donald Trump and the Republican Party is getting away with this, getting away with anything, you've got to avert yourself from the smoke bombs going off on stage in the shock opera and just look at the data. You want to know what the data shows me? It shows me that after all the failures of the Democratic Party in congressional races and Senate races and state legislative races, and after all the weeping and the gnashing of the teeth are finished in that area, look at the presidential race. And what historians are going to see when they look at that map is they're going to see a map where Democrats rebuilt the blue wall across the upper Midwest. They shattered the solid South by going straight to the heart of Dixie, which is not Alabama, but instead Georgia, the Peach State. It's the first time the son of the South, it's the first time that a Democratic presidential candidate who is not a son of the South won Georgia in 60 years. It looks sort of grayish now. It's blue. Biden has won Georgia. And Arizona, you see Arizona? That state, the state of Goldwater and McCain, not only elected a Democrat for president, they now have 2 sitting U.S. senators, something unthinkable in the land of Goldwater and McCain before Donald Trump was president of the United States. And thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.